rough rip. I was chills all over. I was in it. There was one point where I don't know, I just sat down and prayed through the whole song. It's kind of like a decision, decision to the entire song. You will thank Him for things. And I did that, but right before doing that, I'm like, everyone else is saying it. I don't want to sit, and blah, blah, blah. So I just said, shut up, dude. And I just sat down.
Yeah.
Thank Him for just, like it usually is, you start with stuff, and then before you know what's going on, the song's over, and you're somewhere where you did not start mentally. So, yeah, it was on point for me. Totally different experience than Toby Mac. Still, Toby Mac's fun, but it's not that just here it is, here I am kind of atmosphere. And it was cool seeing the guys. It was cool seeing Mark. I could not help but pay attention and see what he was gonna do, and it was cool as it went on. I kind of feel like he was into it more. So I was digging it. Turned out I needed that. We don't get to at the center there. It's on TV. It's just not the same as there in that moment. I haven't done that probably since, I don't know, it just doesn't happen often where you're in that place where you're just whatever, I'm in.
Yeah.
So it was good.
I was telling him it was even a different experience even when I think you, me, Alex, I forget who else listed, Aaron Gillespie and Bella Reeve. It was cool. I mean, I got into it, but not as much as actually everybody being there at one point. And honestly, I sat down too at one point, and I just closed my eyes, was singing along with it, and actually started praying. It wasn't one specific thing. It was just everything that He's done for me in my life, and to keep doing it, to keep showing me things, and, keep pushing me to whatever He places in front of me to apply that to my life. Not just read it okay, now it's in my head, but just actually fill me up with it. So.
I mean, I'm not a big concert person, never have been, but I mean, the fact that it wasn't, for me it wasn't a concert, it was just straight praise and worship. Like the guy said when he stood up, forget the concert aspect of it, it was just be here in the moment and praise God, and that's literally what I was doing the whole time. I mean, I love being able, I love seeing that whole situation where everyone was just there in the moment, worshiping. It was amazing.
Cool. I've been there, but for me, the different thing, the undeniable thing was sitting next to Austin. I've been to tons of different things, but I've never had him at one of these events right next to me. And so just to be able to hug on him and him not know it, but me praying over him during that time, it's just a really, I felt an incredible connection to him, where he's leaning into the hug, not leave me alone, Dad, type of thing. You know what I mean? And so that was cool. And just a time to connect with your Father, your Maker, your Creator, and just be in awe of Him through frequency. It's kind of how I look at it. And I would say that one of the undeniable things in life, whether you're secular or Christian or Hebrew or whatever you think you are. Music, changes people. It has an ability to lift you up, bring you down, do multiple things. But when you go into a setting like that, and you're in the proper position, which is just an understanding of it might as well just be you and your maker, and really getting into that place. The float tank does a little bit of that. Where you can just praise Him for all the things that are undeniable in your life. One of the things I've always used as a ruler for people in church or whatever was their willingness to participate in praise and worship. It immediately told me what their heart was. Because if you find yourself where you can't sing to your Maker, and you're coming up with justifications like I don't know the words or whatever it is, then there's something wrong. And I've used that as a rule for myself too. If I'm in a setting and I can't clear everything around me out and just be with Him and awe of Him, then there's something wrong with my heart. I'm not connecting. And last night was just one of those things that fills you up and gives you some energy and some motivation to continue to push forward through the hard times. So that's kind of